As David Martin mentioned earlier, the United States is spending more than $100 billion a year in Afghanistan. And here at home, with so many unemployed, tension is rising in the political debate. We saw that yesterday on the floor of the Senate. The senators were preparing to vote unanimously to approve Leon Panetta to be the new defense secretary. Joe Manchin, the new Democratic senator from West Virginia, took the opportunity to call for an end to the counterinsurgency mission in Afghanistan.
We can no longer afford to rebuild Afghanistan and America. We must choose, and I choose America.
Which brought an unusually personal response from Republican Arizona Senator John McCAIN.
I view the senator from West Virginia's remarks as at least uninformed about history and strategy.
We sat down with both men today. First, Senator McCAIN.
It's a decision which I don't think is comports with the recommendations of our military leadership, but more importantly, the realities. We need this fighting season and the next fighting season. We have enjoyed great success, and I might add, at great sacrifice. As you know, well over 1,000 young Americans have already given their lives. And I would hate to see us take an unnecessary risk by withdrawing too early.
The urgent question now seems to be, have times changed? After 10 years, the country is hurting, unemployment is high. How can we justify spending about $100 billion a year in Afghanistan when the money's needed here?
If you want to retreat to Fortress America, you can, but the consequences of doing that are very severe.
But unemployment in Arizona, for example, is 9.1%. What do you say to people who believe that the money should be spent building bridges in Tucson and not in Kabul?
I believe the United States of America can do both. If I didn't believe our national security interests were at stake here, let's not forget that 9/11 began in Afghanistan.
For his part, Senator Manchin says the mission in Afghanistan is all wrong. He told us the U.S. is trying to build a country when it should be dramatically reducing the force to concentrate on terrorists. To those who argue that we have expended a great deal of blood and treasure in Afghanistan and that this is the wrong time to let off the pressure, you say what?
I would say it's the right time to go back to the war on terror, because we have shown that we have the determination and we have been able to be successful, and we were able to expend the time that it took to get Osama bin Laden and to do it and do it right.
Are you saying that we can't afford Afghanistan?
I'm saying that it's coming down to a choice. Can you afford Afghanistan at the present rate that we're doing? We've spent $443 billion. We're on track to spend another $485 billion, almost $1 trillion being spent on that war. So here we are trying to build a nation, by all accounts, that doesn't maybe want to be rebuilt, or has no nation to build around with an infrastructure and an economy that's not there. We are the economy of Afghanistan.
And that's not something, in your estimation, the American people should be doing?
Absolutely not.
Bob Schieffer is our chief Washington correspondent and anchor of Face the Nation. And Bob,